atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie.
If you're listening, please tell me what to do. Who do I fuck to be famous?
Well, apparently you didn't the right people.
Alright guys, so today we are gonna be reacting to We Treat You Like a Moron new updates. This is from JP, Awakening with JP. I haven't reacted to him in a couple weeks, so hopefully he has new stuff here. Let's see what he has to offer today.
Good evening, person that we treat like a moron. Get ready to stop thinking for yourself as we tell you what you should think for your protection and our control.
Pandemic
and to be
2.0.
inclusive, I'd like to share that my propaganda words are he, him, climate crisis, and stands with Ukraine. Tonight we'll be feeding you bullshit about monkeypox, the sequel to the pandemic.
He's very good doing this. He identify what's the trend from the left side of the equation and make that the center of the entertainment, or the, let's call it not entertainment, but the machine that runs it.
Can't wait. Along with the latest in transgenderism, how being fat and disgusting is sexy, the Disinformation Governance Board is dead, the Texas school shooting, and how Kamala Harris is being more brilliant than ever. But first, George W. Bush took a break from being forgotten about to give a press conference to admit his guilt. Take a look.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine.
Even though the public doesn't.
Oh, wow, he said that? Wow, he called himself right there and there. Nobody say anything. We know that he wanted to invade Iraq for some personal reasons. I mean, based on the information I have no idea if it is true or not. But in the information that I have, it might be. But interesting that nobody said anything after he said that.
Pretend anymore because of what's called proof. W apparently forgot that he's still supposed to pretend that he didn't unjustly invade Iraq in the exact same fashion that he's accusing Putin of with Ukraine. A nostalgic reminder that corruption can be on either side of the political aisle, because back then it was on the right. And today it's still on the right because we tell you so. And at a level of self-discovery, it's beautiful how W sees so much of himself in Putin. Some people forget just how good Bush was at not being intelligent. Though there is one man, and one man only, who makes George W. Bush look like a genius.
I can taste it.
I didn't know adrenochrome had any flavor. Thanks for letting us know, Joe. And here's President Brandon wearing a mask all by himself as he's getting off a plane, and then removing it as he approaches.
Oh, come on, bro. For real, man? Come on, man. Bro. Really? You're going down the stairs with the mask, and then you take it off when you want to shake someone else's hand?
Actual people. Theatrical performances are hard to coordinate, aren't they, Joe? And here's a picture of Biden not knowing what he's looking at as he's protecting himself from a piece of paper and a pandemic that ended 2 years ago.
Man.
And in other news,
if
you liked Convalon, then you're gonna love the sequel, Monkeypox. But as Cassidy Campbell says, I can't believe it's monkeypox season already. I still have my Ukraine decoration.
I can't believe it's monkeypox season already. I still have my decoration up. Isn't that interesting how certain side of the political spectrum is just siding with Ukraine? I don't know what. We don't even know what the hell they were fighting for. A lot of people are speculating, but I don't know, right? I have no idea. But it just shows you, right, how quick they are to choose a side. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. Just have that.
After globalists held a monkeypox rehearsal exercise last year, a monkeypox outbreak is coincidentally happening right on schedule. Due to censorship, All we can tell you about monkeypox is that the only way to protect yourself from it is to be scared and obedient. And to help you with that, we'll continue to be your most trusted source of fear-mongering as we give you authoritarian commands to obey. But what we can tell you about the monkeypox outbreak that definitely wasn't planned is that Alex Jones predicted it. Just something to think about. We got him completely deplatformed and he's still at it. Like, are we gonna have him assassinated?
Yes.
Great. That'll be very helpful to us. In response to the recent outbreak, Bill Gates says, monkeypox, that's cute. Hold my beer. Smallpox, can't wait, Bill. You don't happen to have a cure for the disease that you're promoting, do you? This just in! He does. That'll make you feel either much safer or much more terrified.
Man, for real, bro. Come on, man.
And of course, anytime you have people...
Oh, come on. Really, man? You're pushing some agenda already, Bill? Come on, bro.
People who aren't completely controlled by the one true narrative that we bring you, partially funded by Bill, you'll have people dangerously doing their own thinking. And in response to that, we're saying Bill Gates predictably triggered the monkeypox outbreak. Oh, I mean, monkeypox triggers new conspiracy theories about Bill Gates. I just pulled a W. Bush, didn't I? Whoops. We can just edit that out.
We're live.
Oh, well, no problem. We'll just edit people's thoughts. Monkeypox is gonna kill you and your family. Bill is here to save you. He's your only hope. And anyone who doesn't believe it is a dangerous extremist. Now go dye your hair blue. As Bill Hicks once said, you are free to do as we tell you. And now for our viewer comment of the week. Cool.
You're free as what?
Cool Papa J Magic says, a government that is allowed to break the law during an emergency will create an emergency in order to break the law. Well, cool.
Think about that one.
Papa J Magic, we can confidently say that we don't know what you're talking about. Now get inside and stay there for the next 2 years. Also interesting how this video has over 4 million views. I guess people love to watch female swimming for some reason. Moving on. DC Drano, aka Rogan O'Hanley, points out in the ever-devolving world of Marxism, the pronoun people have now added yellow and blue stripes to show support for Ukraine. But gay...
What? I'm not saying anything. Not gonna say anything. That's what I said about citing one side of the thing, you know?
Marriage is banned in Ukraine. Some people mistakenly think that the pronoun people are blindly standing for both because they're under some kind of mind control program, but we assure you that is just not the case. And speaking of the trendiness, to pretend that other people's objective reality should be based on your imagination, Bill Maher said this recently.
If this spike in trans children is all natural, why is it regional? Either Ohio is shaming them or California is creating them. It's like that day we suddenly all needed bottled water all the time. If we can't admit that in certain enclaves there is some level of trendiness to the idea of being anything other than straight, then this is not a serious science-based discussion. It's a blow being struck in the culture wars using children as cannon fodder.
Well, we'd like you to know that Bill Maher has officially earned our most...
He went in. Bill Maher said it, not me, but he went in. It's interesting to see it because I know Bill Maher, he's always been kind of liberal inside in politics. So it's interesting to see how he, you know, goes about things. I'm just saying.
Most coveted title. He is transphobic. He thinks like a liberal and is completely unwilling to think like a leftist. And we don't want you to know the difference or how to think, so we are glad to smear him. You are canceled, Bill Maher. In order to combat the very dangerous message of Bill Maher that empowers people to embrace what's called reality, we sent one of our top scientists to testify before the House Judiciary Committee. Here you can see her questioned by Congressman Dan Bishop. Take a look.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
Wow.
Where do we go after this, man? Where? What's the right direction if people are thinking like this? It's like confusing on purpose.
Take that, Dan Bishop. She owned you. Haha. That's the power of science. And him being a conservative, it kind of looked like he tried to rape her, didn't it? Let's take a look again.
What do you say a woman is?
Yep, he definitely tried to rape her. AOC, add him to your blacklist. And with that, we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor. Women's infertility is a major issue, with infertility rates approaching 30%. With men, it's even worse, with infertility rates hovering at 100%. But we have a solution. From the makers of Zoloft, we bring you Testicle Off. Testicles are a proven cause of infertility, but with Testicle Off, that problem is removed. Ask your local 3rd grade teacher if Testicle Off is right for you. And we're back. In Texas, as Governor Greg Abbott was updating grieving families and reporters about the tragic mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, the world's most testicleless man, Beta O'Rourke, interrupted Governor Abbott.
Sit down. You're out of line and an embarrassment. Sit down and don't play this stuff.
Shooting is right now.
Beta decided that what the world...
Oh, come on, bro. Politicians, man. Bro, why? Why?
Needed more than to respect the gravity of this situation and the tragic loss of the grieving families was to make the moment about him and his political agenda to disarm the population so the authoritarians of the world can have an easier time controlling Americans. As Beta and his very smooth crotch were being thrown out of the auditorium, the mayor of Uvalde said this to him.
I can't believe you're a sick son of a bitch that would come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
And our fact checkers have fact checked the mayor's words as true. In
Not
other
playing down there in
news,
Texas.
Sports Illustrated has virtue signaled in a big way. Perhaps we could even say in an obese way, as they're now promoting the precursors of heart disease as sexy. Jordan Peterson chimed in by saying, sorry, he is Canadian, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. But as we at the media have taken on the...
Here, man, listen to me. Let's say that she did a couple squats. Let's say that she just put things a little bit smaller in the waist. I think she would look relatively good. Not that bad. But promoting this kind of thing, I mean, it's not a good look. See what I'm saying? It's not a good look for the simple fact that it's just incentivizing a bad behavior, right? I'm not saying the person looked that bad. I mean, it's overweight, of course. Hey, a couple squats, a little bit on this small in the side waist, you'll be good. But saying that this is a good stage to be at,
burden of protecting you by telling you what to think and feel, we can assure you this is not sexy. This is sexy. And this is even sexier. This is the best female swimmer in the country. This is a leading medical authority. And this is the president.
Damn,
Kamala
man.
Harris is at
He's very good putting
again,
the dots together.
redundantly using words that lead nowhere so that we can get somewhere that isn't anywhere. Take a look.
That when we talk about the children of the community, they are a children of the community.
Well, we know that at least 2 people are impressed by what she said.
Invasion of of Ukraine.
I can taste it.
In our final story tonight, Rest in peace, Disinformation Governance Board. The Ministry of Truth has been shut down by the Biden administration after receiving just a little bit of backlash. The Brandon administration has decided to put its arm of censorship on pause while it seeks to find a different way to do the same thing that isn't as painfully obvious. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the Disinformation Governance Board's greatest achievements during its lifespan that didn't last as long as CNN Plus.
I want to be rich, famous, and powerful.
Disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie.
Ty, if you're listening, please tell me what to do. Who do I fuck to be famous and powerful?
Well, apparently you didn't the right people.
Sometimes I really think why people get to these conclusions, how they get to these conclusions that these things are a good idea, or these people are fit to even have an ounce of power. And how she's singing like that's funny. I don't find it funny at all, man. No funny at all. She's trying to be a musical with politics, but it's not. Because you have blue eyes, that's what it is. Otherwise, I don't even know why they put you in that position.
Because you're done, Nina. That's it for tonight's news. Tune in tomorrow to become an even more flaccid individual. We're coming for your children, but you won't notice because we're starting the next pandemic. Good night.
Very good, JP. Very good, JP. Very good, JP. Nice job, bro. Nice job. Very good in putting everything together.
We give you.
Sometimes, this thing just went crazy over here. What's going on here? Oh, good. Sometimes it's. Man, comedy is the best way to make fun of the actual political and cultural status, right? Because when I was a kid, I never understood that. But man, I remember my pop telling me that, man, politicians are just snake in the grass, man. I never understood that. Now I'm older. I understand. I mean, the politicians are something that are very untrustworthy people. Very untrustworthy. Yes. They want power without earning it, basically. That's pretty much it. Damn. Not funny, man. That last one was not funny at all. It was cringy. Ugh. Whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm gonna really appreciate it.